In the Black Hills of Dakota Territory, I met a lovesick miner and got bitten by the gold bug.
Frontier Gentlemen. Herewith an Englishman's account of life and death in the West. As a reporter for the London Times, he writes his colorful and unusual stories. But as a man with a gun, he lives and becomes a part of the violent years in the new territories. In just a moment, we will bring you this latest report from the Frontier Gentlemen. 7 nights a week on CBS Radio, most of these stations present The World Tonight. On The World Tonight, Ace CBS newsmen broadcast direct from where the news is developing, along with well-detailed eyewitness reports on current events. It's less than you'd have paid for this same vehicle a year ago. And here's another bargain. Today's brand new pickup with 22 extra quality features at no extra cost, priced right down with the lowest. When it comes to trucks, remember GMC, the quality name in trucks, wins any price-value showdown. See your GMC dealer now.
In the gathering twilight, we stumbled, raced down the slope toward the creek. Then a few yards from the bottom of the hill, Frank Twist stopped, put a shaking hand on an outcropping of rock, and we saw a newly hacked scar.
You ain't gonna believe, neither one. You ain't gonna. Frank, we've struck it. Look at there. Mr. J.B. Kendall, you brung us luck. Big luck. You know what happened, you know? Oh, I was mad at you, real mad, Charlie boy. I was passing by this here ledge, and I give the bucket a good swing to help get rid of my froth. The bucket got caught on a crack and pulled loose, a piece of rock come out. But there weren't no rock, Charlie. It was gold. That piece of gold.
Well, it's fabulous. I'd never have believed it if I hadn't
Boys, we got to celebrate, that's what. Let's get on back to the camp.
Wait a minute, Frank. I want to hack me off another piece.
Well, go ahead. You too, Kendall. Go on.
No, wait. One moment. There's one thing, though. Is this yours? I mean, is it part of your claim?
Well, sure it is, ain't it, Frank?
Hey, well, I reckon it is.
You reckon? Well, we paced it off, Frank. Up the diggings. Don't it come down this far?
I don't rightly remember, Charlie, but let's see now. 200 yards south, 300 north. That's on Paxato Jack's diggings. 44 east, 44 west.
Frank, we paying downstream. We never made no claim here.
Well, we got to do it right now, right away, Charlie, quick.
Yeah, sure, Frank.
Kendall, you give us a hand. We'll cut you in for a share.
Oh, I'd be very happy
As
to.
soon as we get it staked out, me and Kendall go back to Deadwood and register. Now, you stay here to keep an eye out, Charlie.
Yeah, like you say, Frank, but suppose somebody else has already staked it.
We searched for some mark of ownership, a cairn of rocks, an old tin can, but in the darkness we could find nothing. The three of us staked out the area and then started for Deadwood, leaving Charlie seated at the campfire, a look of grim determination on his face, a shotgun across his knee. It was well past midnight when we